This cattle dog was swept into the stormy sea.
The waves crashed over me,
She fought desperately against the towering waves,
their icy fingers pulling me under.
hanging by a thread.
Salt burned my nose and throat. My legs thrashed. But the ocean was endless. I couldn't see land anywhere.
A true story told in her own voice.
Just water. Deep, dark, terrifying. I'm Sophie. I won't die. Not today. Dark shapes moved through the water, not far away. Strange things gliding just above the surface, then disappearing. They told me later those were sharks. I had been swimming through their hunting grounds the whole time. One wrong move, and I would have been gone forever. I kicked, clawed, fought. I didn't know how long I'd been swimming. My muscles were stone, my breath ragged. They told me later I'd swum 6 whole miles. A miracle, they called it. Then was that land. A dark shape in the distance. I paddled harder, every stroke a scream of pain. I wouldn't drown, not today. Something inside told me to keep going in one direction. The sand was like fire under my paws, but I had made it. I collapsed. My body shook uncontrollably, cold, starving. My stomach felt hollow against my spine. At home, Jan always gave me the best dog food. Here I had to chew on wild grass and eat dead fish that washed ashore. The taste still makes me sick thinking about it. The island was a maze of jagged cliffs and thick jungle. I found a cave for shelter, but food, that was another story. Then I saw them. Goats. My heart pounded. Meat? My first try, I lunged straight into thorny bushes. My fur got caught and I yelped in pain. My second try, I got carried away and almost ran off a cliff. My third try, a goat's horn sent me tumbling down a hill. I got smarter. I watched them. I waited. I learned their paths. For 3 days, I lay perfectly still, waiting for the right one. Then I saw him, an old slow goat. I didn't breathe. I didn't move. Then, pounce. The taste of meat filled my mouth. I had won. The goats also led me to water. But the watering hole was guarded by giant lizards fiercer than me. Their yellow eyes watched me, unblinking. I learned to drink at night when they weren't there. My paws hardened. My nose could smell danger from miles away. I wasn't just surviving. I was becoming wild. The typhoon came without warning. Winds howled. The sky split apart with lightning. Waves crashed into my cave, and I curled into a ball, my fur soaked and trembling. I wasn't sure I'd make it till morning. At night, I'd sit on the cliff edge, staring at the moon. Jan, can you hear me? Do you know I'm still alive? I'd often ask the same question, night after night. The humans came after months. They saw me but ignored me at first. I must have looked like a wild animal. But then they saw me bring down a goat. That's when they reported me to the authorities. A ranger caught me in a cage. I didn't fight. Maybe they could bring me home. And they did. The cage door opened. A familiar scent hit my nose. Jan! My heart exploded. My paws couldn't move fast enough. I crashed into her, my tail wagging so hard it hurt. 4 months of hunger, fear, loneliness. Gone.